before the game came out, like because I played that game so many fucking times. But like, I think the PS3 dusted off. I don't want to play that on my 1440p monitor, so that would look really bad. But I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I might play Ratchet just because I know it's gonna be shorter. It'll probably be like 15 hours. No, about like 10 to 15 hours. Because Ratchet games are usually that long.
I know that fucking Ratchet's gonna be really really cool. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got Ratchet, but I haven't installed it yet.
Yo, and I can't stand people that like say, "Oh my god, Ratchet 2016 was so good." Oh, how many have you played? Oh, just the 2016 one. Like the fuck? Like it's just like people that love Ratchet 2016, but that's the only one they've played. Like it kind of like just like yo, like the original is just like that's one remake that's just like I don't know how they got away with it. I guess we know it's like a movie tie-in game, so can't get too much flack, but still like that game had a lot of issues.
Have you guys seen what PlayStation is doing with their what's it called? Days what's it called? Peak Days of PlayStation or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, I saw
Days of
that. Yo, if
Play?
Sackboy is low enough, I'm gonna cop that. I'm gonna be honest. I need Sackboy.
I don't know.
Really?
But, we
Yeah,
are
I want
live.
Sackboy.
What's up, people?
All right.
What up?
So that kind of scary.
Yeah, I had to.
Terrifying.
But what's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, night, morning, evening, any of that. You know, glad you guys are tuning
Hanukkah.
in, watching this as a VOD. But yeah, we're gonna go into our slight, like, super fast intros. Of course, we have our usual panel members: Leash, Blessed, Taladia, and we're not gonna have like it won't be a super long podcast just because a lot of it's opinion based, and there's only a couple like breaking news, and we're just gonna give our thoughts. But of course, we'll talk about what games we're playing like we always do. And the only game I'm literally playing is Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and I've been. Oh yeah, and I also beat RE8. I forgot about that. I beat RE8 literally Friday night. So yeah, it came out Thursday, right? No, it didn't come out Thursday. Did it come out Thursday? Let me look at the. Yeah, no, it came out Friday.
It came out Friday for PC. It came out Friday.
It came out midnight. Yeah, midnight Friday. Because I was live streaming when it was midnight.
Yeah, I think it did come out at midnight.
On Steam.
Oh, then there was another game that did. Oh no, Mass Effect came out the next day.
Yeah, it came out at 11 a.m. I beat the game RE8 literally that Friday night going into Saturday.
Jeez.
Beat it. Took me 9.5 or 10 hours. I forgot one or the other. And I forgot one treasure for whatever reason. And because I was kind of too late, and I was like, damn it, I don't have like another load point that I can like get to. So I was like, fuck. It is what it is. But going to what I think about both those games, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, it has HDR, of course. I was actually shocked about that when I was playing on PC. I was like, this looks like it has HDR, but there's no setting for it. And then looked up in the article, yeah, it has HDR on PC, and I believe it has consoles as well. So thought it was really dope. You could play it on Legendary Edition or Classic when it comes to the leveling systems. Classic, I think, goes up to 60, and Legendary goes up to 30 like the other games. I don't think there's really a difference. I think it's just spread out how much the points are in the levels for your attributes and stuff like that. So overall, I am enjoying Mass Effect 1 a lot. They definitely changed the UI for like the guns and all that. I think the UI looks better for the gun interface and all that. And like the enemies, like my freaking comrades aren't dying anymore. I remember the original game that they wouldn't take cover and shit like that, or they wouldn't think for themselves when it came to that, and then they just die. I'm like, yo, where are my freaking squad mates? And it's like, oh shit, they're dead already. I was like, damn. But in this game, of course, they're like actually like alive and like doing shit. So I'm very happy about that aspect. And yeah, like they improved some of the graphics, and they made Shepard's face more like the Shepard in like 3, I believe. So in 2 and 3, I believe he looks more like in 3, with like the same eyebrows and all that. So, but overall, yeah, I think I'm about to be. I think I got maybe another 10 hours of Mass Effect 1, and then I'm done with the game. I'm doing a lot of side missions. I think I'm like level 24. Yeah. So I'm pretty close to level 30 before even hitting like like the 3 other main missions. And I think I have over 1 million credits already. So I already had like the best gear, I think, so far. Then going into RE8, very much enjoyed the game from start to finish. I can say it's up there for me with It Takes Two, and I want to see where it goes from here for RE9, and it's gonna be interesting, which we'll talk about RE4, because there's some leaks and rumors about RE4 remake, and how that's gonna play into maybe connections with RE8 and RE9, and I very much think the enemy variation was way better in here than RE7. Playing it on mouse and keyboard, I felt like I enjoyed it very much. A lot of people say they'd rather play controller. Me, I played RE7 with mouse and keyboard, and I played RE8 in mouse and keyboard, and I think it's really, really good. I very much think people should give RE8 a chance. Thought the story was good as well, and it gave a little like nods to like RE5 and some other RE games as well, RE4, and with certain characters. If you like were reading like the notes and all that, like they even said they even mentioned Spencer. So
what are you buying?
Yeah, and the freaking merchant, if he's like sleeping, he's like, "What are you buying?" A friend said
buying?
that. Friends used to say that or something like that. I was like, "Oh, he knows the merchant RE4." Okay,
Yeah.
so that was a cool connection for that as well. But yeah, overall, make sure to also check for the post-credit scene. There's a post-credit scene in RE8. So check for that as well. But overall, a lot of people want to compare it to RE4, and for me, I can't really compare it to RE4 like that, just because I for one felt more like an RE7. Like it was definitely a continuation of RE7. It definitely has links to RE7 with items and all that. A certain item, if you go to like a certain area, it's like a secret area, and there's a coin that references to RE7. It's a valuable, so you could sell it too. But like, very much thought like I very much dug the soundtrack as well. I think I love the soundtrack and like the ending as well. I can't say what, but is it like in the trailer as well? In one of the trailers, they use that the same song in the trailer, and it's like very not haunting, but it's like adrenaline based, and it makes sense as to why it's adrenaline based, and very much like the story for Ethan Winters. I had several theories that did come true about Ethan Winters. Won't go into it. And I was like right. I think one of them I was wrong, though I was very much right with other things of that nature, and it's gonna be interesting how they. It's always like they said, RE7, RE8. It's like gonna be like a 3-parter type thing, so it's gonna be interesting how they conclude, like Ethan Winters like saga or whatever you want to call it, like that, or the Winter Saga. And then they also are saying, I believe in. This is a rumor though, but we'll go more into depth later, that the new Resident Evil movie may tie into also RE9 as well. So for the Netflix RE with Leon and Claire and all that. So for me, it's like I loved RE8 way more than I did RE4. No suplexes or anything like that. And I can't wait to see what the future is. I think Capcom's always hitting now. It's DMC5, RE7, RE8, RE2 remake. RE3, I still like the remake, but there were deserved criticisms for it. And they're going to, with RE4 remake, seem like they're heading in the right direction for that. And if they make RE4 more horror and survival with that remake, it's looking like it'll be a banger for Capcom. So
yeah,
and cut that castle part in half.
Mm-hmm.
In RE4.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of Resident Evil, so.
Yeah, dude, it did like big numbers, by the way. A lot of streamers were playing it. Even Dr. Disrespect was playing it too. I was shocked about that.
Yeah, I saw that. I was just like, nah, enough of me. I'm not interested in Resident Evil.
There's like 3 good RE games, in my opinion.
Me, I liked. I'll say, like me, the only games I liked from Resident Evil was Code Veronica, RE1, RE2, RE3, and then RE7 and RE8.
Yeah, I just like RE2, RE1, and RE7. I didn't play Code Veronica. That's one I didn't play, but I didn't like RE4 at all. RE3 was disappointing. RE5 was better than RE4, but still not good. And then RE6 I just skipped. I just skipped RE6. I couldn't do it. I was so tired.
Like, I almost killed Resident Evil. That game RE6 literally almost tanked the franchise, my guy.
I'm like, do I stick through this, or can I just go to the one I want to play? And I just said, fuck it, I can't. Maybe I'll return to it in a year or two, but I couldn't do it. And I never liked the RE story either, like, so I didn't really care to skip it, to be honest.
Do I even own RE6? Let me see this. On my Steam.
I beat it.
Wait, you did beat it?
Yeah. Beat a co-op.
What did you think about it before going into the games you played?
I mean, I already knew it was going to be terrible, and it was. So it is what it is. Did you do all the
campaigns, or just one?
Yeah, I did all of them.
Sheesh.
Or I think most. I think I didn't do like Ava's or some shit, but who cares?
Damn.
That shit was trash anyway.
Okay. So what about what games are you playing?
Beat RE8. Game's great. I just left the Citadel in Mass Effect 8 or Mass Effect 1. So I haven't done shit in that game. I re-downloaded Call of Duty. I'm playing that. That fucking download is insane, but it's still fun though. What else? Oh, and I fucking just stopped playing Near Replicant. I'm trying to get further in the B-side story, but I don't know. It's not holding my interest right now. I put it down to beat RE8, and now I'm playing Mass Effect. It's just not holding my interest. But we'll talk more about RE8 in a bit, I guess.
All right. What about you, Alish?
So since last time, I beat 7 games since last time I was here.
Jeez.
Yeah. So there was a Devolver sale on Steam, so I just like binged a whole bunch of Devolver games. So I beat Katana Zero. The game was fucking lit.
Yes,
I fucking love the soundtrack, and I'm so happy. Indie devs, they get a shout out because they always put their soundtracks on Spotify. AAA devs are lacking. Like every time I go for an indie soundtrack, it's always on Spotify. So that soundtrack is fucking lit. The colors and the combat was also amazing. The story, like I loved how just like little dialogue choices like actually make an immediate impact on like what you can do. And so like if you want to rush through it, that's like a consequence sometimes, which is that's very, very nice. DLC is coming out. I don't know when, but it's a free DLC that they're it's like a Katana 1.5 that they're adding to the base game. So I'm excited for that. I also beat Blazing Chrome, which was I was very disappointed because I that game, people said it was like a Metal Slug game, which I'm a huge fan of, but it was more like a Contra, except worse because the movement was really stiff and like keep in mind they're asking for $20 for this game. $20. I got this game for like $1. So even for $1, it to me I'd rather just play a Metal Slug game because the movement was really clunky. There are moments in the final boss fight where I would be pressing X and it just flat out wouldn't work, and I died so many times because of that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was the movement is really bad. And I thought it was just me, but if you go on the Steam reviews, like a lot of people share the same sentiment. The weapons were really uninteresting. There were only 4 weapons in the game, and they were very uninteresting. The mechs and the vehicles were also very lackluster. So like, not worth it your time, to be honest. That game was not worth my time at all. I also beat Mother Russia Bleeds. I finished that. It was the first beat 'em up I ever completed. Like I never really beat a beat 'em up before. Game was cool. Like I liked the art style. I liked the gore. The final boss was cool. I swear every Devolver game I played always has multiple endings. Like every single one that I played. So like Katana Zero had, Mother Russia Bleeds had. So and then the games I'm gonna mention later also had, but I got the sad ending of Mother Russia Bleeds, which I didn't know. Like if to get the good ending, you can't heal in the final boss fight to get the good ending. I didn't know that.
Oh, what a scam.
Yeah. So the next game I beat was My Friend Pedro, which I got for free from the video game awards that they had last year.
But
That game was I enjoyed it. Like I enjoyed that. It was an interesting take on the shoot 'em up genre. Like the parkour and the ragdoll physics were really cool. And the final boss was really trippy because if you like resist it, you can either like die or resist, and if you resist, you face like the banana itself. And
yeah.
like yeah, it's fucking hilarious. And then I beat Hotline Miami for the millionth time. I literally listened to the soundtrack, and I was like, maybe I should run through this game again. And I ran through it one sitting, beat in 2 hours and whatever. And then The Messenger, I beat that. Also,
Amazing.
honestly, I'm a bit disappointed.
You're a
because
fucking
I'm a bit disappointed because
scammer.
I did like the level jumping, the bit that was very cool. My problem was the Metroidvania aspect was very half-assed. It just seemed like it was shoehorned into the game, and it would have been better for them if they just made it linear, but also still incorporate those time travel elements in the story. I also felt the combat and the skill tree was a bit too basic in the game. And then the whole prophecy shit was fucking stupid. Like, I'm sorry, I just game faxed that shit because I did not want to waste my time like deciphering fucking prophecies to figure out where to go. Like, that's just stupid.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, it was like every collectible you need to find is based off a prophecy. It's like a riddle. So like it was stupid. But it was good. It's just I was just disappointed. And then finally, the last one, I said the best for last. So I finally beat that crosscode game. I finally do that shit 40 hours. I beat that shit in 40 hours. That game, I'm gonna say right now, I didn't beat The Witcher. Keep in mind, that is the best indie game I've ever played. Like it just front to back, it just felt so fleshed out. Combat, such deep combat mechanisms. The skill trees were amazing. The soundtrack was awesome. The story, like all the characters in the story are actually meaningful and actually mean something. Like there are moments in that game that make you like tear up and have goosebumps and stuff. Each of the environments have so many puzzle platforming, like, and that game is so like I felt a lot of the indie games that I played that I mentioned, I feel like there was something that was a compromise that they had to take because of the budget. Crosscode, there was no compromise in my opinion. There was nothing that I felt like, oh, they didn't fully realize this or held back on this or couldn't capitalize on this. Like they really made sure to flesh out every portion of that game. The only thing I will say is the ending was very like abrupt. It was because they kind of allude to like, oh, we don't know what's gonna happen, and then they say, oh, this happened, and it was just like a very like a cutoff, no explanation, nothing, and then you figure out that the reason why that's the case is because there's a $10 DLC that's an epilogue DLC. So that is a BS. That's BS in my opinion. Yeah, that's BS.
Right.
Yeah, I think that game was early access, so maybe that's why, but still, like that's bullshit. So if you're gonna get the game, I recommend getting the complete edition of the game. The puzzles were also very challenging, but also like really rewarding. Like the final puzzle that took me a good the final puzzle of that game is fucked. Um, and like each boss fight is exceptional. Like that game is honestly again like the best indie game I've played so far. Like I recommend that to anyone that's an indie game fan. Like if you want it's a long game, 40 hours, but it is worth it. So then with that being said, I tried to play Hollow Knight. I dropped that shit in like 10 minutes. Because the
Pure
way
garbage.
the way the game begins is so trash. It just drops you in with no sense of direction, and I found some caterpillars, and then I was like, what do I do now? Like it didn't usually Metroidvanias, they usually give you some sort of direction. And that game I felt like had no sense of direction. Even the map doesn't tell you where you are on the map. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Like what am I supposed
Figure
to
it
do?
out. That's an
No,
upgrade.
fuck that. Fuck
Figure
that.
it out. Fuck's
Fuck
wrong with you?
that. Fuck
Figure
that.
it out.
I don't want look, no, fuck that. So now I'm playing the superior Metroidvania. I'm playing all
Bruh.
the Metroid games.
Bruh, can
Bruh.
I move you out this
I'm,
chat?
I'm playing
Damn.
Metroid.
How
Don't
fucking
do
dare
that.
you, sir?
I'm playing Metroid Fusion right now. I'm gonna play through all the Metroid games.
Ooh.
I beat Super Metroid and like I beat most of the 2D ones. I'm gonna play them all again because I love the 2D Metroid games. I'm gonna beat all that shit and then play the 3D ones I haven't beaten. So right now I'm playing Metroid Fusion. I think I'm almost done Metroid Fusion actually. So I should be starting AM2R pretty soon. And yeah, Hollow Knight is trash, sir. Enough said.
I'm about to server mute you. Watch your mouth.
Oh man.
Oh man.
What about you, Talati?
How dare you?
What have you played?
I've been playing what's the Road Company. Getting back into that because the new season.
Mm-hmm.
Did they add a game mode?
Yeah, I think it was a game mode or something. I was playing with one of my streamer friends that I'm stream team friends I should say. We were playing last night and they added a new person and he's pretty unique in his own right. And I also can say this as well is that I also been trying to get back into Warzone because the whole what's his name, Rambo and John McClane apparently is in the game. So
Oh yeah, I heard
Oh.
about the 80s DLC that they're adding. The 80s stuff.
80 stuff. So it's
The
got
stuff from Cold War?
Yeah, it's cool. It's like I guess like cross integrate or something. Some parts.
Yeah, so I'm really interested in getting back playing playing that as well. So that's what I've been doing. It's been fun. Also, yeah, I've been playing a lot more Injustice. Regrinding. I almost finished completing a full set of Batman Billionaire gear. I completed the one set of Superman gear, and I got Supergirl up to level 30 as well today. So that's what I've been doing.
All right. Man's grinding out the injustice.
Yeah, I'm just grinding, man. Honestly, on a level because I lost all my shit from because Xbox you can't transfer it. All my shit was on Xbox.
Yeah,
So
fucking no cross progression.
no cross progression. So
Trash.
kind of I have to regrind the whole thing up again. So that's what I've been doing. Taking a lot of my time up, and I haven't been streaming either. The whole situation. So
Fair enough.
yeah, so I got into it.
Yeah, I kind of really said my piece on RE8, but I guess Bless, what do you think?
Alicia, you played it too? Oh, wait, this man's actually muted. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't
No.
think he has.
I don't
Oh.
think he has.
Oh yeah, he didn't say RE8 shit. Well, I mean, I'll just say the stuff that you didn't touch on, like the music. The music was good, but it's the sound design that was great. Sound design in that game was great. Though I thought the what is it? The surround sound option? Like I use headphones, so I don't think it really added that much. I guess it made the sounds like sound wider, but they were like imprecise into where the location was. But it was okay. But just the sound design in general was amazing. That game, let me see, I guess that game, Last of Us 2 and Hunt Showdown have some of the best sound design in gaming right now. What else? I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like, the game's really good. I give it like a 9 out of 10. I'll say It Takes Two is still my game of the year for right now, because I said so. I don't know. I would just put it above it.
Yeah. I feel it. Like I said, man, it's like Capcom's a return to form right now. So, like I said, DMC5, RE2. I felt RE3 remake, even though people had their complaints. I still enjoyed RE3 remake.
Mm-hmm.
And
Monster
now
Hunter.
RE7 and RE8.
Yeah.
And give me one sec because
Yeah.
I want to pull up this info for RE4 remake.
All right. Though I just thought about one thing. They gotta fix. They're working on a patch, I guess, but they gotta fix the performance of ray tracing on. It's kind of broken. It has like a memory leak on it. You walk through areas, and then your frame rate will drop to like 30 FPS, and then you leave that area, then your frame rate's fine again.
Oh, I wanted to say
yeah,
this because
they gotta fix that.
it's not a spoiler, but if you got the deluxe digital deluxe edition of RE was it 8
8.
Village, Ada Wong was a part of the concept arts, and like she was like a masked person and all that, and they used her character model from RE2 remake but aged her up. But alas,
Fuck.
she wasn't in the game, so they were saying
Fuck were they doing?
they opt out of putting her in the game. So I don't know if that means they're gonna put her as DLC or what, story DLC or something like that. It's a possibility.
Story DLC? I mean, might as well just make a 9. I mean, they're gonna make a 9, right?
They are, but I'm saying it's most likely. I mean, we had RE7 story DLCs, like Zoe Baker one.
Oh yeah, you're right. Shit,
We had the free
I
DLC
forgot.
with Chris Redfield, even though he looked nothing like Chris Redfield. No one will ever fucking talk about that shit, man. It's like, yo,
His design changes every game. It doesn't even matter at this point.
Yeah.
it was.
I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but it works.
I mean, RE Resident Evil 4 remake. Oh, here it goes. Boom. So here we go for the Reddit leaks / like rumors and stuff like that. So I'm seeing it's like they have a new concept logo for RE4, kind of making it along the lines of freaking the newer Resident Evil titles. Supposedly it's supposed to have both third and first person. I don't know whether or not that's true. Could happen, could not. Claire's in the game for the RE4 remake. Ada's campaign will be in the game too. Leon has a beard now, and they are the same actors from RE2 remake. That makes sense. Next gen only, might be timed exclusive on PS5. We'll explore more the Merchant and Chainsaw Man. Bigger than original and likely will be semi-open world. Lots of connections to RE8, RE2 remake, and RE3 remake. And his release date is for 2023. And then they said RE9 should be called this is what they have EX like capitalized and IET lowercase, so exit. And then there's a post-credit cutscene for the Netflix series. So, which I'm assuming has freaking more to do with the connections and shit like that.
Yeah. So they gonna make RE4 a good game now?
Oh man,
You'd love to see it.
a lot of
We'll
people
see.
say
I mean,
RE4 is the
that-
best. I don't agree with them. but-
Absolutely not. That game is garbage. Fuck
Nah,
that game. I hated that
I
game.
never fully played it. I always stopped
Good.
at
Save
the
yourself.
beginning.
Don't do it. Save yourself.
So
Honestly, just wait for the remake. Honestly,
Yeah, honestly, because they might like that
Yeah.
from the castle onward. That shit could be cut in half. Honestly, like that whole from castle onward, that it lost me.
it's funny. I beat 5 and 6, but not 4.
5 is better, in my opinion, than 4. 5
I
didn't feel like as much of a slog.
I mean, I played both in co-op. That's probably why. 4 no co-op. I don't have any desire to play that game.
Yeah, that rescue mission for the escort part, awful.
so
And I already like, oh,
are
So?
you surprised that they're going more into like the Chainsaw Man and shit like that from RE4?
kind of random. Yeah. Wait, that's just an enemy type, right?
Yeah,
No,
it
he chases you a couple
Oh,
times,
really?
right? I believe.
In RE4?
Yeah.
Can't you
I mean-
wait? I'm thinking of
That-
5.
Oh. There's a chainsaw.
Oh, the chain. Okay, so the random villager, that's a chainsaw. That's a
Mhm.
chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of random, but I guess why not?
Oh, so I get it now. So the reason why they're okay, no, never mind. Someone was
What?
saying, well, trying to explain why EX would be capitalized in the title for RE9, but it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah,
Oh.
no, it doesn't make
Yeah.
none of the sense there.
So they're not gonna do a yearly because wasn't there a rumor like they're gonna try to do Resident Evil every year? So that's not gonna be the case anymore.
I don't know. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
when's
It did
when's
say that.
RE9 supposed to come out?
I mean, I don't think it's.
Mhm.
Wasn't it supposed to be like new game remake, or something like that?
Yeah, that's what I remember
Yeah.
hearing. But I don't. There is no new. I mean, I don't know how far in development they are with the 4 remake, but
Yeah. Did they
Yeah,
say
they're
like
saying
they were having trouble with it or
2023.
something?
No, so
Okay.
oh, so
yes and no.
way.
So they were giving it to the same people that did RE3 remake, I
Yeah.
believe originally, right? But they didn't want to go in that. I think they were trying to do a 1-to-1 remake with
Mhm.
RE4 with was it Team M or whatever? I think it was for RE3 remake. So they were trying to do 1-to-1, but they want to expand upon things and do like more shit with it. So Capcom basically was like, "Fuck it," kind of like FF7, right? And like we're gonna
Mhm.
do it ourselves with the I think R2 remake team, I believe.
Yeah. Good idea. That's a good idea because it work wonders for FF. So. Because. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now they can definitely make it more, horror survival and shit like that instead of what RE4 was originally.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
No
Just stay on top of the
suplexes.
ladder.
If they say no suplexes and they say no suplexes, I'll be a happy camper.
Bruh, like that part, like RE4, you could just like go on top of a tower and just like point your gun at the ladder, and every time they're trying to code the ladder, just shoot them off the ladder. I just did that the whole game, bro. Like they would just fall, climb back up, shoot, fall, get back up, shoot. Like just do that loop for the whole game.
I'm probably gonna cop this though. Honestly, the remake, I'll probably get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
but they make it a better game. I'm all for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, same.
Oh, speaking of RE games, whatever happened to RE Reverse?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the multiplayer? I haven't heard shit about it. Wasn't it supposed to release with Village?
It did. I think it did come out, didn't it?
No, it didn't. Because when you
Oh,
buy
it did it?
Village,
That's
it's a separate game, right?
Oh,
But it
okay.
has-
Yeah, you have
hasn't
to download
released.
it.
It hasn't. It said the item is not yet available.
Interesting.
And
Did
had
they
the
scrap
old-
it beforehand?
I don't know. They had the old Chris Redfield in the fucking logo art and shit.
Really? Oh my lord, that is fucking hilarious. Honestly,
But,
that game. I don't think that game is ever even gonna fucking come out. Maybe.
Like a
I'm
shadow
no,
drop or something.
no high faith in that.
Like a shadow drop or something.
Yeah, man. But yeah, RE4 remake probably cop.
And I think that is it with the RE news. We'll go into a very small news. PlayStation announced 2 controllers. They had
Midnight Blue and
Heat.
midnight, whatever, and the red one, even though it's not really red, some people are saying. But whatever, man. 2 new
I saw
controllers.
fellas are hyping up controllers.
I need that black one. I need that black
I'm not gonna
one.
lie, I did order myself a black controller.
I'm
Just
not giving
because-
them more money for a controller. I'm not doing
I'm
it.
not gonna lie, that black controller looked heat, and I
It
did it
does.
with swiftness, man.
Yeah.
Damn, no
I just-
disregard for human life.
I hope
This
they add the
motherfucker.
haptic feedback stuff on PC because that's the reason why I don't use my DualSense on PC. I just use
I
my
thought it
DualSense
was
for-
already added. They haven't added that.
Not the features, just the controller support.
Yeah, the controller
But not
support.
like the
I don't know
haptic
about
feedback
the
and
features.
the no, like not the haptic feedback and stuff.
Ah,
So like,
I thought it was
if they
already
can-
added.
If they
Wait,
can add that, I'll switch to DualSense.
Wait, you played RE? Did you play with a DualSense or no?
I played that bitch with the Switch Pro, man.
See, then we
Ew.
have no idea. We have.
What
no
do you
idea.
mean,
Ew.
ew? I need the
Ew.
battery life. Fuck
Awful
you, man.
controller. Awful. Shitty.
Bro, it's better than the DualSense. It has
Absolutely not.
quadruple the battery life.
Doesn't even have
Fuck outta
analog
here.
triggers.
It has
Yeah.
quadruple the battery life. I don't care.
Dude, doesn't even have analog triggers.
I need
I'm
the
alone.
battery life, man.
Feels cheap.
I just don't like. I think the
don't care.
controller size is great for a Switch Pro.
Oh yeah, it's good.
I think the triggers and the buttons I don't care for.
How does a D-pad be worse than the Xbox? How do you let
The
that
work,
happen?
the buttons work.
The
D-pad.
worse than their
I
Xbox.
mean, I don't really play fighting games like that. So the D-pad doesn't matter that much. I haven't booted up fighters in like 6 months, so that shit don't matter.
I also think the sticks are. I'll say the sticks are good in the Switch Pro.
Sticks are good. No analogs. No analog. Triggers kind of sucks for racing games, but I don't play racing games that often. If I do, I'll just use a DualShock 4 or something. But I mean, it's still my favorite because battery life beats all.
I don't know, bro. My favorites are probably the DualSense and the Elite 2 controller.
Yeah.
But
My DualSense is already fucking drifting. That controller's garbage.
mine has not just
wild.
for whatever
I
reason.
barely use mine, so
But I had a friend
I
that
only-
dropped
I-
his controller and it fucked up.
I beat literally 2 games on it, and it started drifting on the 3rd game. So
That's
I wonder if
it.
it's a dust issue like the PS4 one. Like, cause that one, I went through so many PS4 controllers because of the drifting, because the dust was like building up in there. So I wonder if it's the same issue.
I know somebody that took apart theirs and broke it on accident trying to clean it. Well,
Damn.
bruh. Fucking controller. This is why I play mouse and keyboard 90% of games. I just can't do that
Yeah.
shit.
But yeah, like overall, like I said, man, only reason I copped it was because of the black one, man. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
that black
and-
one is that shit's $90 up here. I'm
Yeah.
gonna wait for a bit.
Do you ever try to get like a skin for yours or like a colorway? I mean, there's other places that were selling them.
Aren't they more expensive than? I mean, I know. I think
Yeah.
BG was like, oh, I overpaid for mine or whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but now you have to cop a second controller anyway.
That's
So
fine.
it's
I mean,
like-
I would do that anyways because like I want to play Sackboy with someone, so like I'll have to cop another controller anyways.
Oh, what'd you call it? Split screen? Or
Yeah, like co-op and stuff.
No, but yeah, I don't know. Fuck, people were hyping up. People were hyping up controllers, and I'm like, oh, y'all do this now? I thought Xbox. This is a cardinal sin. What the fuck
Nah,
y'all doing?
it's not the
Here-
same.
here-
It's not the same.
here's
Yeah, well,
why-
wait,
Nah,
wait.
it's
Yo,
Alright, wait,
they-
wait,
no, it's the
yo,
same.
No,
they
no.
brought out bruh. Sorry.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
like, I don't think it's the same thing because it's like when you're comparing the whole Xbox situation where they're hyping up controllers and it's like, bro, but where are the games and shit like that?
So my next response is, so you're not allowed to be excited about a nice looking controller?
Not every fucking time, bro. 20 controllers at a
bro,
time.
They had a basket of controllers at fucking Inside Xbox.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, all of Xbox's controller colorways look much better than PlayStation's usually.
They're good, but like that should be
That's
like a
why.
Showtime announcement. Like,
Yeah.
they
Like I
want to
said,
announce that at a show.
Hey,
I would
bruh.
agree with
I
you.
mean,
if-
this shit did numbers anyway. So I mean, this was kind of like a Showtime Twitter tweet.
No, but like they announced like at a Showtime event, that shows that they have nothing else to show though, so they put that with filler because they had
Yeah.
nothing to show.
What do you mean Game Pass, bro? That shit hidden.
Oh man.
I'm not.
Now, that you see that latest month of Game Pass, bro?
Oh,
That ain't looking. That ain't that.
Wait,
that,
I
that
saw
ain't-
no. I saw some good games on there. A Plague's Tale is a great game. That's
You know
a
what's
great
leaving,
game.
though? What's
I
leaving though?
can agree
Kingdom
to
Hearts.
disagree.
A Plague
Hearts
Tale is a
leaving that
great
shit.
game. I don't know what was leaving, but all games. I mean, all things leave, bro. Netflix don't have all the content all the time.
Amen. It's funny because I think someone posted like fanboy Twitter accounts posted the responses when the games that are leaving Game Pass, and so many people were like, "Oh my god, now I have to finish these games in like a week. Oh my goodness, why are they leaving?" That's kind
Oh.
of funny.
Fellas don't know what Netflix or any fucking service does. Speaking of services, HBO Max just put back Wonder Woman. Like, that shit left for no reason.
Oh, so from what I heard about the whole that situation is they had existing contracts already in place and shit like that, so it had to leave and go to another service or something like that, and now it's back. So
People weren't going crazy for that, but
here's
that movie
the bummer
sucks.
though. That's the bummer side of it because of the whole deal thing, which we'll talk a bit later on, isn't it? Because HBO Max is no longer gonna be overshadowed by AT&T.
yeah. But besides that, like controllers, any last thoughts?
Hey man,
This is
translation.
we're gonna make a PlayStation. We're gonna make a new PlayStation controller or console or some shit like that.
Oh, like a revision. I mean that'll come.
That'll be like. I mean, they said that they're making like a slim version and making more
that's
parts like
obvious.
not rare and stuff for the next iteration. Slim.
I want a translucent controller. That should be their next priority.
All I gotta say
I
is-
think the translucent. I think what they need to do is space gray. Space gray, like the original PlayStation 1.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Last
if
time they made that was for limited edition though, I think, wasn't it? For that was
they did that
the
for
limited edition.
20th anniversary limited edition.
Mhm.
If they did that for the PlayStation 5 at the 25th anniversary, type of thing, I think that'd be pretty cool.
All I gotta say is the red one costs more for no reason.
Really? How much is it?
$70.
$70. I'm not paying $70 for that. No.
I paid $75 for my basic controller.
I thought the black one was 72.
So the black one is 60, the red 70.
Let me check my Amazon.
And they're both gonna break at the same exact time because dual.
I don't know why the red
baby.
one's more expensive. Yeah, I don't know why the red one's more expensive. The black one's in more
Wait,
demand, if anything.
You know, I don't know if you guys know this as well, but the PlayStation 4 controller actually works on the PlayStation 5.
Only
Go for
for
PS4
non PS5 games.
Only
Yeah,
for
it does work for
PS5.
PS5. Yeah, it doesn't
It
work
can't
for
be a
PS5 games.
PS5 game.
No, so the black controller is $70.
Oh, that one's too. Oh, what a scam!
Oh, they're
Alright.
both. Oh, they're both higher priced.
Fuck Sony.
What the fuck?
Hey man, Sony's king.
King at being garbage.
Don't hate. Stop drinking the haterade.
The haterade, dude. That's been a while since I heard someone
The
say haterade.
haterade. That's a fucking classic. Holy shit! Oh.
Okay,
just
so
broke
I
Cyberpunk.
looked
I
at
broke Cyberpunk.
So I looked at the DualSense on Amazon, and it's $67.98.
Also a scam.
Jeez.
So they
Yeah,
only did a $2.02 increase.
I mean, unless I clean mine, I'm gonna just have to deal with this fucking drift all day. So, no, it's not even that bad. I'm just gonna fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
or buy a controller every 2 games I beat. That would not be optimal. But
Go into Days Gone on PC as overall didn't do like numbers like that. It only had a concurrent player base of 18,000,
Yikes.
which compared to I believe Horizon Zero Dawn, it was 56K.
Hey, right here. Let me ask you a question.
What?
How many users are on Steam?
Oh my gosh! Oh man, a lot.
Over
it's
100
millions.
million users and only 18,000 people concurrent players. What does that say about PC? No, I'm joking.
Oh
I'm
man,
joking.
that definitely sounds like a bot
PC
impression, my guy.
player don't play games. Oh shit, it's the new narrative. Oh shit, they don't buy games, man. All we do is pirate.
It's already on Fit Girl, and PC players are pirating in droves.
Well,
Devaluing
the first
brand.
half of that sentence isn't wrong.
This devalues the brand of PlayStation. No, I can't do it.
Nah, but it sounds like the port is good. I watched a few videos on it. It sounds like ACG had some problems with stuttering, but it didn't seem like Alex from Digital Foundry did. He tested on a range of PCs. I've seen other people's like videos, like people that do like performance videos and shit. I mean, overall, it seems like it's a much better port than Horizon. Horizon, not even close. So it's much better, and it was actually done by the team.
Yep.
So it's like, the reason I think it's so well done is because it's done by the team. It's Unreal Engine 5, and I don't think it was hard coded, developed for like animations and everything to be 30 FPS. Because like the PS5, the PS5 version is like just back compat, and it just toggles to 60 FPS and everything works fine. So I think they didn't hard code their game to 30 FPS like Horizon Zero Dawn was. Like fucking on PC, you had animations of their faces still at 30 FPS and weird camera cut problems and stuff over 30. So much better port.
I feel like this means that more PS4 that were in like PS4 enhanced games will be ported to PC. It'll probably be easier to port those versus like Naughty Dog games.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, Naughty Dog games are coded for 30 FPS.
Unless that's Uncharted Collection, but like the rest of them, they won't be ported as fast as let's say God. I think God like it makes sense that God of War, Spider-Man.
Yeah, because those games already
already 60, so that makes sense. So
But-
only a matter of time.
But I doubt it's going to be ported to PC for Spider-Man.
I mean,
you doubt it's gonna be ported?
No, I doubt that that's going to get ported because it's Sony. Because Sony and Marvel will be like, no, we don't want it to be PC. We just want to make it exclusive to one console.
I mean, yeah, it's up to both of them, but I mean,
I
don't see why they wouldn't say no to money. Money is money.
True, but I just think that's the way they handle things these days. It's just like nah, we just want to make the one console.
Maybe.
God of War will definitely be ported though. That shit's
God
going
of War
to
for
PC.
sure. God of War, I think for sure. God of War because even though it's a 2018 game and it was already put on PlayStation Plus for Game of the Month a few months back, I just think that maybe they'll do it in a few months' time, but they'll do that next.
Yeah, it's like they'll do it when the value of it is the lowest. Like they can't really gain anything else from it.
Yeah, that value for Days Gone was hella quick.
Exactly. So like that's why. And
that
like,
shit came out 2019.
Yeah, look at Horizon now. Like, it's been given away. Like it's been given away for free so many times. So that game
bargain bin mad quick.
Exactly. So
it was in like $5. So
I wonder if that means that if Spider-Man were to be ported, that might be the last one then, because I feel like Spider-Man's value is the highest amongst all the games that could be ported to PC. Because
Even
like
even though that was the highest,
Maybe. Yeah.
I just it's a big doubt on it because the way things are with Sony and Microsoft, sorry, Sony
Marvel.
and Marvel are like with especially with IP like Spider-Man, they're just like nah.
Mhm.
Because I can see that happening. They'll just be like, nah, we're not gonna afford it, even though it's free and you get more people playing the game. It'll just people will just some fans will just backlash at it, just be like, nah.
I mean, people will backlash, but people won't care at the end of the day. Like we live in a
they're not
very
gonna stop anything.
we live in a bubble. Like we live in a very, very small bubble, this community. So like what we see as outrage is not projected on the casual market.
Yeah. They won't even know that's coming to PC, honestly.
Yeah.
You ask
exactly.
a random person that has a PS4 or a PS5, is like, this game's coming to PC? Be like, huh? What?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
But I still don't think that games will be on PC day one. I still don't believe that. Just because they're not like Microsoft, where like they have no console brand at all. Sony has like they want to maximize each market, so like they want to do maximize the home console base because they'll buy for $70 and all the other shit. And then once the value is like bargain bin shit, then they'll probably port to PC where like doesn't matter how long they wait, they will buy it no matter how long it takes to wait. So
yeah,
that's just me. But if I'm wrong, then no more Sony. I mean, I guess no. Actually, the only
no
way
more
I'll leave
PS5.
No, the only way I'll actually leave PS5 is if Japanese games are on PC day one, like across the board. Especially Square, because Square is always on some bullshit. So, like,
Final Fantasy.
They'll have like World Ends With You on PC day one, but not Final Fantasy, or like so they're very inconsistent.
Yeah.
I will be checking out the port tonight, or I'm gonna try it out tonight.
What, for Days Gone? No.
Yeah. Does that segue into the publisher on Steam?
Yeah, that they have a follower page on Steam.
I can't
of
find their
PlayStation
page.
Studios.
I can't find their page. I don't know why.
It's kind of weird. I followed it from the link.
Yeah.
Cause their like publishing page. Actually, no. You can find it if you like just go to Days Gone and just go to PlayStation Mobile Incorporated on the page.
Oh, okay.
On publisher.
It's the same one. Okay.
They haven't changed the name though, which is weird.
Yeah, that's what was odd to me. I was like, why is the name different? Okay, makes sense.
That shit is getting mad followers though.
Let's go. Hey man, bring it on. Like,
and the first things that you see in the comment sections, it's just, yo, can we get these? Can we get? All I saw a tweet. It was just, can we get Bloodborne? It was like, yeah, that's a vibe.
I don't know why people like don't want games to not be dated. Like, I don't understand what's this mindset of like, oh, this game has to be stuck on here no matter how long. Like, the fuck? Like, if it's been there for like 5 years,
yeah, that's a different story.
Just bring it back.
Yeah.
Because now Days Gone, it's gonna be 144 FPS forever. It's gonna be no more cap to 60. It's whatever it's gonna be now. So that's good for the future.
It would be fantastic because the game is just it's stuck in a state where it's undesirable.
Yeah.
Putting it on PS5 or PC specifically PC where it'll age with you. The better your hardware, the better you play you're gonna play the game. Exactly. That's if they unlock the FPS though. Japanese companies are with
Persona 5 Strikers
60 FPS.
Yep.
And locking game physics to FPS.
Mm-hmm.
But if they weren't so silly, our games would just age with us.
Yep.
Or get better with us. But
I wonder if World Ends With You will be capped at 60 on PC, but I'm getting that on PS4.
I think it'll be capped at 60.
Yeah, I'm getting on PS4. I want the physical copy. So
what I would like but that was entertaining though. Seeing the PlayStation Studio thing.
Yeah, that's funny.
I got a theory that we're only gonna get one more game this year on PC.
From Sony?
It wouldn't
Yes.
surprise me because it took a long. I mean, it took a few months for Days Gone.
Also COVID too.
What
Yeah, and
what
COVID.
game do you think it'll be? Rather?
That is literally could be anything, man.
God of War.
Maybe it goes indie. Maybe indie or indie smaller title. But I don't know. Like, what smaller titles do they have?
No, I don't
Concrete
think.
Genie?
No, I don't think it's gonna be a smaller title.
Concrete Genie.
That's my theory.
That
It's
may
not gonna be a
work.
smaller title. It could be God of War. It could be the Uncharted collection with 4.
Yeah.
I honestly want it to be the Uncharted collection with 4.
Yo, I'm hoping that Persona 5 Royal gets supported on PC. I need that on PC. Definitely need that.
Honestly, most of the above, even like, or actually, Dreams. We forget Dreams.
Man, I don't want Dreams to get anywhere.
No,
It's a possibility.
It took long to come out, so I don't know how long it's gonna take to get ported.
Listen, I get why you would want to put on PC, but I don't care. I do not care. I want Uncharted collection or God of War on PC. That's you could do something else afterwards, like Dreams.
I mean, I agree with you. I mean, Cory Barlog has been hella hush hush. He hasn't been. He's like, oh, what am I doing? I don't know what anything
Who
is.
am
What is
I?
it for? Who am I?
Well, he
Where am I?
trolls. He trolls.
Like-
He's like, what am I working
like-
on?
I don't know.
He's like
I don't know what he's been on,
Who
but
are
they're
you?
working on I think they're working on a new game, or
Yeah,
I think
my theory
they're
is
working on a new game.
I don't think he's doing the God of War game. I think he might have
Oh.
wrote an outline or maybe a script
Mhm.
for the sequel to the game, but I don't think he's working on it. Same thing what happened with God of War 2. He only did God of War 2 and wrote stories and
Nope.
outlines for like the PSP games in 3. He only wrote an outline for 3.
Oh yeah, that's when he wrote that line.
Meaning like a lot of people don't realize what an outline is. It's like bullet points basically.
Mhm.
Like dialogue wise and everything else. And in between, that was the writers that had to fill that outline out. So
Yeah. I definitely think he's working on that new game, and I mean, their studio has gotten a lot larger than it was originally, right?
they're
So they could be
beefing up
working on
all
3
the
projects.
studios. They're
Yeah.
beefing up all the studios, man. Like Insomniac is getting beefed up to hell, man. It's like
They could be working on like 3 different projects.
I think
Honestly.
Insomniac's the biggest one actually because they have 2 locations, one in North Carolina and then the other in Cali.
Hmm. What the? Oh, it's still going. Yeah.
Well, what game do you want to see next that could potentially come out this year?
Me personally, just Uncharted, Nathan Drake's collection, yeah. Because I would love to play those games at 165 FPS,
Including
with
4,
mouse and keyboard.
You think that would happen? You playing at 165?
4,
FPS?
I don't think 4. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think 4 would come with it. Because I mean, it's a different game entirely. I don't know. I don't think 4 would come with it.
Like a
I think
bundle.
4 would be its own release.
You think so? Some people think it would.
Yeah, I think so
Because-
too. I think it'll be its own release.
Some people think it'll come with the collection, but of course, it's like a separate game on Steam though.
Maybe Lost
The,
Legacy.
the Nathan Drake Ultimate Collection Bundle Edition.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Drake.
You gotta fucking make up a new name now.
Yeah, but like, I just want to see what Uncharted 4 would look like on PC. No cap.
Yeah, that motion blur,
Yeah.
no FOV slider, higher. Oh my god, Uncharted 4 is a beautiful game, honestly.
30 FPS.
Yeah, 30 FPS, disgusting. It's such a beautiful game. It really
can't-
needs a higher FPS.
I think the
Versus
last
single
30
player.
FPS. I think the last 30 FPS game I played was Ghost. I think that was the last 30 FPS game I played when it came out.
I booted it up on the PS5, and it does so much nicer at 60.
I'm not gonna lie, and because I'm
What?
such a fanboy when it comes to Jack and Daxter, if they did a collection, it charged me $60 for it on Steam.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna fucking cop it.
Honestly, I only cop Jack. Honestly.
It would be a
like
collection
Jack
though.
too.
It'll be just like the whole.
Ugh, fuck. Yeah, I guess I'll buy it, but then just play Jack 2. That's
I
my favorite.
never formally played all of them, so I probably buy it.
Mm.
I played a little bit of one, but I got like stuck or something. So I would probably buy it
What's
and
your
play
favorite
it.
Jack Red Hood?
What's my favorite? I think it might be 2. It might be 2.
2, okay.
Might be 2. I still like 3,
Yeah.
but I think
Yeah.
2 has a
Jack 2
better
was good.
story.
Yeah, I agree. Jack 2 felt more complete. Like
Like
it was a lot
3 for
it was
me
like,
was very much like it came out of left field. The story. I don't think it was bad. I think it just came out of left field with some of the plot twists. And I was just like, huh, okay.
Mhm. Also, I love the desert stuff in Jack 3. Like I love that setting and how he like the art style and all that stuff. Like that was pretty cool.
I do think
Jack 3.
Jack 1 was the weakest
Yeah, and then why do the Nintendo fans love the first one the most?
because it
All
was
the
more
Nintendo fans always love
platformy.
it's more kiddie and platformy, family friendly, and all other shit that they can't. That's why I love Persona 4. They love family friendly games like Persona 4. You know,
That's why
Damn.
I like Jack
Party.
2 and 3 like better than 1. 1 like I think it's harder to go back after playing 2 and 3, and then 1 is just
yeah, Jack 2 is hard. Jack 2 is hard, like
Mhm.
for its time. That dock mission, we had to like go through the endless enemies. That shit was fucking annoying.
Honestly, PlayStation could make quite a bit of money just like porting over some old collection games. Like I said, Ratchet and Clank collection on PC. I'm down with that. I'm down to play that shit. So it's like
Ratchet
they
and
could.
Clank.
If Ratchet
The-
Deadlock has co-op, if they bring Ratchet Deadlock to PC, I would run co-op on that game. That'll be fucking lit.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would definitely. Hop.
I guess we could segue into the 25 game developments of PlayStation exclusive games, right? Now,
Mhm.
Herman Hulse, right, said this in a was it a blog post or was it an interview with Wired? I forgot.
I think it's with Wired.
Interview.
Not sure.
Yeah, it was something like that where he said they're having 25 games in development for PlayStation 5 that are exclusive, and that is quite huge. Granted, not all of it is first party games, but
Yeah.
a bulk of it is, and then the other games are probably deals in place with third party publishers or second party partners that will be exclusive to PlayStation 5, which, like they've been saying beforehand, Sony is very much locking up games, exclusive games, and trying to create a lot of games to compete. And
Mhm.
I felt like I always was saying that, even with that article coming out, that this was what they were trying to do. I think even some insiders were saying the same thing. Granted, they don't know like the fucking details, but like Sony's trying to make a lot of exclusives. Now, we could argue whether or not when they come to PC and whatnot, no one knows because a PS5 game hasn't yet. And my theory still going around is you won't get a PS5 game on PC until they finish doing the PS4 games on PC.
That makes sense. And also like PS5 games are still like full price. They haven't
Yeah.
dropped in value much.
Yeah.
So overall, like we saw this with Final Fantasy 16 being exclusive, probably going to come out on PC, but it seems likely they haven't confirmed whether or not that's timed exclusive. They said Project Athia or freaking Forspoken is time exclusive, but FF16 they've been saying that's a console exclusive.
That's fucked. That's like, and it goes back to like, it. I agree with you too, Red Hood. Like they're locking up games like PS2, except these will be more timed or console exclusive versus like full exclusive, like back then, because like they have the clout, they have the install base, they're proven, like they have so much leverage, and also like look at like RE8, like the sales for that, like 80% PS4, like 20% Xbox, something like that. Like the numbers speak for themselves. They're able to lock these games up with deals or like exclusive content, and like
Yeah.
it's gonna be huge. Like this is only the beginning. Like this shit's gonna keep happening because last gen, Xbox had some games because 360, but then as generation went on, PS4 started getting more like Kingdom Hearts 3, where it was on Xbox Day 1, but the DLC and like Final Fantasy, 15 was on Xbox Day 1, but 7 and 16 are PlayStation first. So you just see how like the dynamics change now versus what it was last gen.
Mhm.
Yeah. That is very true. Shit is always changing in this fucking industry.
Yeah.
They always switching spots.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Yo, I forgot Pokemon Snap came out. I forgot that game came out.
I forgot to.
Yeah, my Switch has not been doing nothing.
Same. In all honesty.
Nah, my Switch is dead. High
Yo.
key.
Yeah, when is Shin Megami Tensei 3
Supposed to come
next
out
week
this. Oh, you talking about the Nocturne
remaster? Yeah.
Supposed to come out the 25th, right? No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting it, but shout out to those that are paying that much
They
money
should
for
have
30
put
FPS cap.
60 FPS.
30
I don't know
FPS game.
what was happening.
30 FPS.
My theory,
By the way,
my theory is I don't even think Atlas worked on this port, to be honest.
absolutely
Yeah.
tragic.
I wonder if SMT3 is 60 FPS on PC. I think it is.
What is?
Probably the
SMT3
emulator.
if that's 60 FPS on the emulator.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Probably like a patch or some shit.
Okay. Yeah, I think it is 60. That's fucking hilarious.
Scammed, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still haven't fixed it. It was like, what?
That's funny.
All right, so I guess we can talk about the Ubisoft stuff real quick. And yeah, Ubisoft is trying to do more free-to-play games. This was in their investor call, and then of course there was damage control from some Ubisoft employees and all that, and people were like, oh no, we're still gonna have some big titles. It's like, and even the guy who does like a lot of the analytics was trying to say the same thing. But it's like, if you heard the investor call, people that were actual investors in that call, investors were actually very upset and angry about Ubisoft's stance on what they're doing. Because I'm sorry to say it, but remember their last free-to-play game? I don't even remember what it's called, but it failed miserably.
What
do you mean, Hyperscape, bro?
Hyperscape,
what do you mean? That game's lit. That game's lit, bro. What you mean? Bro, it has like 30,000 concurrent players. What are you talking about?
Oh, man.
Bro, the Steam the Twitch scene is busting. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Oh man.
Bro, look at the Twitch, bro.
Look at the Twitch.
Bro, it's popping. I don't know what the problem is, man.
Let's look at this shit.
Bro, just let it live, man.
Hyperspace? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Bro, it's only 56 viewers. My God.
Yeah, it's popping, man. Yo, it must have been just an off time.
An off time.
Everybody's watching GTA RP right now, bro. Don't worry about it. It's just not the peak hours. Nah, but I mean, that game, it's not bad. It's not a bad game. It's a cool game, actually. I don't know if any of you guys played it.
Never heard of it.
I played it. It's fun. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't have staying power. That's all. But damn, I mean, I think they could succeed. Like what they would do with the Division, if they would make it like that free to play, that could succeed. I think that can succeed, but it depends on the game. Honestly, it just depends. It'll be looking kind of rough, but I think it's a possibility that they can succeed. What I'm more interested in is that they're gonna actually cool off on third party not having Assassin's Creed every fucking year. Actually trying to make a good product that's not.
I don't
just...
think they're gonna fucking make a good product.
That's whatever. I'm just trying to help out the people that still play that fucking series, to be honest.
It's
Me, I don't play that shit. Fuck that series.
big trash. Big trash.
The franchise went off. Like, listen, I'm gonna say this right now, and I might get some slack for it, but I liked Unity more than I did with the new recent Assassin's Creed games.
Unity?
And I don't know if I'm in disagreement with that.
Never played it.
I mean, you know what? I downloaded Unity again, and I was gonna play it, and then I forgot about it. I might have that game still downloaded, honestly. But I mean, Unity looked good. It was the last game. No, Syndicate, right? Syndicate was the last game that was still like Assassin's Creed type before the fucking fake RPG, well, it's a real RPG, but trash RPG, fake Witcher Light game they started to do. But I mean, they can revive the series. Like they're on this new path. Maybe they can now provide more quality content in that RPG space, though. Maybe. Hopefully, I don't fucking know.
No, absolutely.
I don't know. Far Cry. I mean, they're giving more time to Far Cry 6. That's good, right? That game was supposed to come out already.
Is that supposed to come out
they're giving
next
more time
year?
for that shit. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe no. I think maybe it's this year. Maybe at the end of this year. I'm not sure entirely.
The only reason I'm getting that game is just because of from Breaking Bad, that actor, and Mandalorian, and The Boys.
So they're giving more shit for that though. That's good. That and what do you call it? Rainbow Six Quarantine and Beyond Good and Evil 2. All those got pushed back.
Dude, Beyond Good and Evil 2, bro. Let's not even talk about that game. That game. When are we actually?
You think it's gonna end terribly?
Bro, I don't even think that game is ever coming out.
Yo, what'll come out first? Beyond Good and Evil or what'll come out first? Beyond Good and Evil or Everwild?
Bro,
which one will come out first?
That is the question, right? Dude, Everwild, bro.
I have no idea.
That's a good segue. Freaking Hellblade 2 and Everwild will not be shown at E3. That is
who's the source for that?
That's some insiders are saying.
I think Jeff Scrub said that.
Yeah,
I believe so. Listen, man, I don't believe
bro, he's
Jeff.
Bro,
Jeff
leave that man
Grubbs.
alone, bro.
I don't believe Jeff Grubbs, but I could have told you that about Hellblade 2, that it wasn't going to be shown off at E3 this year. Because what were they doing last conference? Oh, wait, they were like scouting locations.
What was their conference last year? I don't even remember.
They were scouting
last year?
Hellblade. All they said was they were scouting locations at Iceland.
Oh, yeah.
That's literally, bro, if you're looking at locations, that means, bro, you are way, like, in pre-production.
Yeah. But, yo, hot off the press, right? So Nintendo announced 5 new games added to the service of Nintendo Online. So we got SNES Fire, like Super Baseball Simulator. All right, it gets even better. You got Magical Drop 2 and Caveman Ninja. Such classics, such heat. So, if y'all have your Switch Online sub, get on that,
Bro, that's worse than the Xbox Live offering. What the fuck? What is that? Are you serious? Jesus Christ. Nintendo. People pay for this service, by the way. Jesus fucking Christ. It's actually worse than whatever the fuck Games of Gold spits out. This shit is insane. I don't even get it, man.
Oh, man.
What the fuck?
I've never heard of any of these SNES. Like, come on.
Bruh, what the fuck? I've never heard of them either.
Legit bargain bin.
This shit is a fucking disgrace.
Oh, man.
But yeah. But I don't remember what the fuck we're talking about. That was so ass. Like what?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
totally lost
even-
track.
Sorry, what did you say, Talade?
I've totally lost track of what we were talking about.
Okay, yeah, you're on my
They
like.
were talking
I don't.
about,
I don't remember now.
Hellblade
Oh,
2.
Ubisoft.
Hellblade
Ubisoft.
2. It was Hellblade 2 and everyone not being at E3.
Yeah.
That's what
Oh,
it was.
Hellblade 2. Well,
Yeah.
All right.
that's gonna come out eventually.
Some breaking
I
news
believe.
that No Man's
Damn,
Sky.
what?
Is it better than his? Please, please.
Oh yeah. So
What is it?
So breaking news, Sean Murray put out a tweet that about 11 hours ago that No Man's Sky is having DLSS support.
That's pretty nice.
And
Oh, I
native
saw that. I
4K
saw
with a
that.
2060 Super is about 40, ranging from 30 to 60 FPS, and with DLSS 4K, it's like 90, 80, like 70 to like 130 FPS, something like that.
I think Nvidia showed a video on it. I think it was like, it was in performance mode DLSS, so it's like 1080p.
This one was high settings balanced or whatever.
Oh, balanced? Oh, that's
Mhm.
like, I don't know the fuck that is. It's
So
like for 4K, it's like 14. I think it's like 1440p, or it's like 1800p, 1440p. No, 1440p, 1080p, and
They were
then like
doing
720p.
4K.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm saying like the internal resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
Which is
that's
good.
good. I don't know if anybody's still. I mean, I heard that game is a lot better. I never
Yeah,
was interested in the first place, but
I don't know. I may get it one day. I may, just because like I heard it's a way better game now that they added a lot of shit to it. Whereas like when it first launched, they had a lot of broken promises.
Yo, that Center of the going to the
What?
center of the universe, that shit was fucking hilarious.
Oh, what the end game
That was
thing?
so bad. Yeah, that was so bad.
every people got there like fucking frame one. I heard they got there like in 10 hours or some shit, and we're so
Jeez.
disappointed.
And then they were so disappointed. Jeez. Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, time to talk quickly. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Elden Rings will not be showing up at this E3, by the way.
Oh.
I forgot to mention that. But let's get into Starfield. Some leaked images of Starfield showed up, and a lot of people were hyping that up. It was a 2018 build, and
glorious.
I was like, yo, why are we hyping fucking these images up? We're not seeing no gameplay. We're not seeing the RPG elements at all for this game.
And it's not even going to be...
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
And I was like, and are we forgetting Todd Howard's record as a game director? It's like me, and I've said this multiple times, Todd Howard's best work is Oblivion and Morrowind. And people are like, but Metacritic, I don't give a shit about Metacritic. I don't care.
Nope.
Because Todd Howard, for me, I think his best works, like I said, Oblivion, Morrowind. After that, Fallout 3 compared to Fallout 1 and 2. Fallout 3's writing just takes, like, it's not good compared to Fallout 1 and 2. And then, then we go into 4. Fallout 4. Oh my gosh, bro. The fucking writing gets even worse. Where are the RPG elements? Because it's like fucking non-existent. And the story's so fucking predictable.
The base building elements took apart, bro. Go base build, bro.
That mobile game too.
Stupid, man. And we're talking about an RPG, bro. The characters are so bare bones. And I said this: the most memorable thing in Quest in Fallout 4 was a side quest called the Silver Shroud. I don't remember anything else that was memorable about Fallout 4. Skyrim. I know a lot of people love Skyrim. But as an RPG, it is literally, it was casualized so everyone can get into Elder Scrolls.
And that's why so many people have played it. I guess because it's so casual.
And that's what I hate, man. It's like, And people are like, yo, Todd Howard's amazing. He's like, no, he's not. And it's so annoying. So fucking annoying. Like, I hate Todd Howard's work. Oblivion Morrowind the best.
And you
Top
flat out
tier.
lied about 76. Like, you flat out lied about 76 on stage. So
16 times the detail. What the fuck did he even mean by that? What do you mean 16x and anisotropic filtering? Like, what do you... 16 times what? 16 times 0?
Yo, the Starfield shit, let me break it down, alright? So, the field is wide open for this game, alright? The stars are the limit, alright? This game is about to be the next coming. 10 years of development. We got Tom Cruise in the game. Xbox Association, $4.5 billion. Yo, this game about to be heat, bro.
The
Don't
fuck
sleep.
you get
Starfield.
where the fuck you get $4.5 billion from? You just putting on random numbers. The
Yeah.
budget, $4.5 billion, is gonna be
Budget.
magnificent.
Yo, Star Citizen, step aside, son. Starfield.
Yeah.
Don't even give a number, but like budget, Steve Jobs vibes.
Listen.
It's like,
Bill
what?
Gates.
Bill
Budget
Gates
is
vibes.
unlimited, my guy.
Yo, divorce money going into Starfield. Don't even sleep.
Oh, man.
You got this. You got this.
But here's the funny thing, right? Starfield isn't gonna be at E3 in terms of footage and whatnot.
No, I think it's gonna be.
Wait, is that confirmed?
No, it's not confirmed. I think it's gonna be there.
I
They said it's not coming out this year, but they're gonna be showing it
Yeah,
off.
sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
it's not coming out this year.
Sorry, yeah, I know I meant.
Oh,
I was meant to say, yeah, there was rumors going, oh, it's gonna come out. It's not gonna come out this year. So that was confirmed, and I just think that Starfield is gonna be not a fun game to play. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know anything about it, and I'm so sick of these dudes hyping up shit that we don't know nothing about just because of fucking Xbox.
It's the way things are, like with like how Fallout what's it called, Fallout 47 or whatever it's called.
76.
76.
Yeah, 76. That's it. Yeah. So remember when that was hyped up and then it died out when it was released and all
Like
that?
people have short-term memory. Like what is their track record? Like, come on.
Really bad. It was really
Current
Exactly.
track
Like
record
people have
is
no,
demonic.
like yeah, they have short-term
the only
memory
game
loss.
the only game which they should be really hyped for is Elder Scrolls. Other than that, nah.
If they're on a new engine, then get hype. If it's still not a same.
Yeah, the problem is the same engine. Not that they said that they're tweaking it, bro. I don't know how much
That's
they're gonna
stupid.
tweak it.
Yeah,
It needs to be like a
That's
full
dumb.
overhaul, but
That's
you know.
it's like how
But-
Call of Duty, like they say that shit every year. Like they were like for a while, they're like, oh, it's a new engine, the same engine.
Just a
Like,
revision.
So, yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know if they're on a new engine, but I don't think they are. But it's the same thing that they do.
Every time I see a screenshot of Starfield, I just think of what do you call it? Star Citizen. It's the only thing I think of. It's like, oh, it looks like Star Citizen. That looks like a ship from Star Citizen.
What
That's
if
the only
Star
thing I think of.
Citizen- What if Star Citizen to Starfield?
I don't know which is gonna come out first.
I don't know.
I'll say
Still
Starfield will
Game Pass.
Yeah, but it'll probably come out.
15
first.
million subscribers, $10 a month. Starfield's got
No,
this.
sorry. It's like 23 million now. What do you mean, dog? It's like 23. Don't worry about concurrent, but 23, bro. Don't worry about that.
$1 a month. Dorito packages. Let's go. Xbox.
Pop Tart boxes, lit, Frosted Flakes. You already know the vibe.
Ooh,
No, but,
cravings unlocked.
no, but I don't know. I if it's like if it's gives the idea of like a Star Citizen, that'd be cool because that's the only thing I can think of it to be compared to. But like more not as casual, I guess. Well, less serious in the ship design and how you control it, more casual in that, but more serious in terms of like RPG mechanics in terms of combat and shit. And quests and shit. I think it's probably gonna launch broken though. Because
Yeah,
Bethesda.
I agree. I agree. It's gonna launch really bad.
Hey man, but people love Elder Scrolls, Skyrim bugs and shit.
I ain't gonna lie though, Bethesda bugs are pretty fucking funny though.
Oh man.
I will admit their games are fucking broken, but their bugs are funny. Unless they are game breaking, then they fuck you over. Besides those, they're pretty funny. Like Cyberpunk bugs are really funny sometimes. Seeing a car fly from the fucking sky, it's just hilarious. But I think people are a little bit too pissed off with Fallout 76 still. Not talking about like the Xbox people that are like hyping it, but like the people that were still mad about Fallout 76 that bought it. I think those people are still like, yo, you better not fuck up.
Bro, I'm
We're
still
watching
mad. I'm still mad with Skyrim, Fallout 76, Fallout 4, and 3.
Yeah, you were mad about their whole fucking their whole catalog
Yeah.
Except for
since like 2008.
except for Morrowind and Oblivion, of course. Those are goats.
Yeah,
All right,
it is
so
what it is.
making sure before we go into any other big ones. I think we did talk about the Ratchet and Clank State of Play.
Yeah, but they have a
Yeah,
new
we did.
trailer, but it's like a weapons trailer. It's not.
Fuck, we
yeah.
did.
But about the whole console
We did.
exclusive debacle, I guess, like they're whatever. I don't know what, but like they put console exclusive, and then people were like, "Oh, it's coming to PC," and then James Stevenson was like, "No, it's not coming to PC. It's PlayStation 5
Yet,
exclusive."
no,
Yeah, no, it'll come like.
And then people were
No,
like making the joke of Source because I think one time I believe it was one time James Stevenson was like, how do you know? It's like, bro, because I work for Insomniac or something like that. I'm not the fucking social media manager. It's like, what's your source, bro? It's like the people do the joke now. It's just like source.
Yeah, that shit was funny, I ain't gonna lie.
And do I think it'll come to PC? Yeah, but how long? Like I said, probably after all these PlayStation 4 games go to PC and shit like that.
Yeah, when the PS5 demand starts to shrink a bit.
Yeah, when the PlayStation 5 Slim comes out, I think.
No, I don't think it was Slim.
Yeah.
I think
Uh,
a little bit later.
No, because I'm right. Because
Slim, I think, will come out in a year or two.
They gonna have a Slim for this fat fuck? No.
Oh.
What a big bitch to a skinny bitch.
No, it's a big bitch, bro. I don't know. I don't know.
Just purely because
This motherfucker big as hell.
this PlayStation's on high demand, and we're not gonna get a PlayStation 5 till a good 2 years anyway.
We're gonna get a revision next year because they're changing out the chip, but it's gonna be the same it's gonna be the same design.
It'll
be
look
the same issue. It'll be the same issue though, because people.
No, it won't. Not the same issue because the part Bless is
not what I
talking
mean
about.
by. Not what I mean by issue in terms of, playing it. I mean issue getting the console.
No, that's what I was saying. The part is what's rare about the launch PS5, right? Bless, where they're swapping out a part where it's like more like how can I describe it? More
it's
available,
more available because it's I don't know, it's a different architecture. I don't know what process is the PS5 on? It was a 6 nanometer node or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember. But it's gonna be a different node or like a different chip. So it's gonna be easier availability and probably better yields on making it itself, because when you're making a processor, you basically have a wafer and whatnot. Basically yields how many good processors you get versus bad that you have to throw away. So.
But the thing is, for me, I still think the price is a little bit too high for PlayStation 5.
I mean, that's I think always up to you as a consumer whether or not you think an item is too high. It's like you could get the digital deluxe, not the digital, and it's $100 cheaper.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. It's like I'm gonna go for the digital edition, but I just hope if they once they get this stuff out, that, you know, no more people like scalpers and shit like that take it, and then we're in that same sticky situation where it's in high on demand again, and it's like rip the dream for majority of us that want a PS5 and we can't get it.
Like I said, you gotta wait
Yeah.
until the new nodes and will be more available by then.
When do you think that would be? Next year or end of this year?
They were saying it's gonna come out next year.
Damn.
Yeah, but that console exclusive shit, that was funny. It's funny seeing people like some people like Tony works at a PC Mag, like he was saying like, oh, this conspiracy theory about, you know, the term console exclusive, and he was saying, oh, they only have that because it's not coming to PS4. And like the immediate response is like, why not just call it PlayStation 5 exclusive?
And they were doing that. Like, they were doing that before, weren't they?
Yeah.
They
And
changed
then
it.
the like they were,
Yeah,
but
like-
then the word console came in there. It's just like
Yeah.
there's not a reason to put the word console in there if you have PlayStation 5 exclusive. It's obvious it's not coming to 4.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just thought that was fun. It's like, and the term is used specifically for titles that usually come to PC. Like it's been like that for like an entire generation. Xbox has been using the term console exclusive for how long? And Sony has used it as well. So it's like, actually, Sony has used it in the PlayStation Store itself. I haven't booted it up myself, but I saw Jay Barry posted a tweet of it said PlayStation 5 console exclusives, and it showed a picture of Kena, showed a picture of Final Fantasy VII, and it showed some other game. I forget. Wait, I forget. Oh, Ratchet and Clank, I think. So it's like they use that terminology itself, and it's not like Kena isn't coming to PC. Kena's day one. So it's
Yeah. To go on another topic, FF7 remake integrate. I don't know if we talked about this, but supposedly from some insiders are saying that the deal for the exclusivity has updated for another 6 months for
Yeah, I think we
integrate or
did
something like
mention
that.
that.
We did?
I think we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
I think
to
they
cover
released some new
bases.
info on. They're releasing info on like the bosses and stuff like
Yeah.
that's in the Yuffie DLC. So I just hope there's a boss rush mode. I don't think there will be, but
Making sure we have everything. Oh yeah, FF14 expansion. They announced that coming in fall.
day one.
Yep, I'm gonna get that.
Like it sucks because I thought that if you pre-ordered it, you could just get the DLC, rest of the DLC like now, but the rest of the DLC unlocks when that DLC comes out. So even if you pre-order it today, you still have to wait until November to play like Shadowbringers, Heaven's Sword. So
yeah.
it's gonna be a long wait. And I think if you pre-order it, you can. I think if you pre-order it, so I might do that.
All right, I think this is gonna be our last topic for the episode. So this is gonna have to do with WB Games. Of course, if you haven't read the news, it's gonna be a big acquisition with Discovery to own Warner Media. But the very interesting side note is that the whole WB Games won't be a part of it. Only some of it, if not maybe most of it, but some of it will remain with AT&T, which I found interesting. But no one really knows what will stay and go. Some people think, freaking WB Montreal might stay with AT&T or some other studios, like some studios we never heard of for WB, like their Lego division and all this, like all this other aspects. It's very hard to know, but it's gonna be interesting if they're like working on the DC game or
See,
something like that if they're gone, but they're with AT&T. So it's like it's
Mhm.
interesting.
See,
Yeah.
WB has 11 studios that are up apparently. So it's Monolith, Rocksteady, NetherRealm, GT Games, WB Montreal, WB Boston, WB San Diego, New York, and San Francisco. And but they say that some of the gaming arm will stay with AT&T and some will go to the new
Mm.
company. And this was a rep tells Axos, I can't pronounce it, but there was no further information. But apparently, we're going to get some, information about the new company later on this week in regards to what it would be called. But it's definitely going to affect game franchises like Harry Potter, Suicide Squad, Killer Justice League, Mortal Kombat, the Gotham Knights game, and so on and so forth. So, but
Mm.
I think personally, from a DC standpoint, I think okay, fine that this has happened, but does this mean that some of the projects are going to get cancelled? Potentially, yes. I hope not, but potentially, yes.
Yeah.
I do think though, I do believe that I truly believe this. I think that they might cancel the Suicide Squad game, just
People
purely
don't
because
also realize that layoffs may happen with these studios, or they
yeah,
might just cut off the fat and
they might
just
Yeah.
cut off
boot
dead.
a lot of these studios and be like, "Oh, you guys aren't really making a lot of games. Oh, you guys are out." Or they may do a thing where they go into the game. Discovery may go to some of these bigger publishers and say, "Hey, we're looking to sell this off these divisions, but we're keeping the IP, or maybe we'll lend it out to you guys." But these are things to think about as well, because
Yeah,
it's a big acquisition. It's very big. I didn't even know Discovery could
it's a bit
freaking buy,
buy it.
buy
Yeah,
for
yeah.
46 billion or something like that dollars.
43 billion. 43
43.
billion. Yeah, it's a big deal because half the people at Warner Brothers now are on the way out. The higher ups, like Tony Emmerich, Jason
They just
Schuyler,
damn.
those guys are gone basically, and we don't know anything about Walter Hamada yet, but I think he'll be gone too as well. Um, but in terms of the video game side of things, it's a big question mark on NetherRealm because they pretty much said that they they pretty much put out a patch, but after that there's not been no content for Mortal Kombat 11, and that's got me to think that okay, that may be the reason why they might have cancelled off Combat Pack 3, and they're more focusing, maybe potentially be working on that Marvel game, which was rumored like a few weeks back from Daniel RPK. So it's like maybe potentially this could be the reason why. Like this could be legit now because of the AT&T merger thing with Discovery. So that could be the reason for that. But in terms of the other developers though, like WB Montreal, Rocksteady,
Mm.
I think Rocksteady will probably get the chopping block in terms of their project. I just don't see that going through. WB Montreal Gotham Knights game though, because people are anticipating that game for a very long time. I think that will stick around.
I really hope these companies don't get fucked up, or these
Studios.
the studios. And
Yeah.
it's like, what are they gonna do with the IPs as well? Like,
The only thing they can do is lend it out to, publishers like, Microsoft or EA or Take Two or something
Yeah,
like that.
because people don't realize this all depends if Discovery wants to make games, right? If Discovery
yeah,
decides like it's not a avenue they want, because the problem is this whole deal was honestly just to get Warner Media's DC
Movie,
as well as movies and TV shows and HBO Max, you know,
And now that
that
now that's
streaming
all
service.
screwed up too. That's all screwed up now as well because HBO Max as well, because even though they got so many numbers and everything, people subscribe to the Snyder Cut and everything. it's the big question mark on that future of, let's say, potentially other movies. And I think when it comes down to the way Discovery's gonna go, they probably will just lend out the IPs. That's why I think they'll give it to any publisher they want. Really, I hope it just doesn't be like an exclusivity.
So, do you
type of
think
thing.
they'll also maybe sell the studios as well, or you think they're just gonna just can the studios then?
I think they might sell the studios, to be honest with you, because I know it kind of sucks, but it's for them. It'll be a money making thing. They'll make profit off it. And
So the question is though, when they sell the studio, will those studios still be able to work on those IPs though?
Probably
It's
not.
like
that
what
possibly
Rocksteady
not.
has been working on this game. They haven't done shit for like 6 years.
5 years.
No, it's going on 2015.
Going on 6.
Yeah, 2015.
2015 since its original release of
And
Arkham
then
Knight.
and then Arkham Origins been going on. It's gonna next year will go on 9 years.
Yeah.
Or
Almost.
WB Montreal.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
But the thing is
Yes.
with WB Montreal though, they originally were going to release it this year. But I think because of the whole merger situation, that the whole selling um of the what's it called, gaming division, they really didn't know
Yeah.
what they're going to do. So that's why they probably delayed it until next year. The same thing can be said for I think the same thing can be said for Hogwarts Legacy and the Traveler Tale game.
I forgot about
for
that fucking game. Shit.
Yeah, the Lego Star Wars game. It's like I just think that might be the reason why. It's basically because that it's because of the whole deal that went down, and they probably kept it hush hush for like what, months now, and they probably just thought, you know what, now it's a really good time to announce it. That's what I think. Because even the WB CEO had no idea, and he was only given what, short notice, like recently.
That he was out of there.
Yeah, no, he was just recently told, like he had no clue that was
Yeah, I don't think the CEO makes the decisions. The board that
Yeah, the
no,
board.
votes
he had
to sell.
he had he had no idea that that was happened, that there was this merger and all that with AT&T and Discovery until it was announced. So that shit just sprung on him. But now it's just like, I just think when it comes to WB games, and we'll see what happens at E3, because E3 is obviously WB are going to be present there. So we'll see like what IPs are going to be there. Now, does this mean Suicide Squad is going to be show some gameplay? Possibly. Does this mean that what's it called?
What?
What's it called? NetherRealm announcing their game? Maybe. But it's all down to what Discovery does with the IPs, and if they want to keep the gaming division. It's a big mess. That's the best way to put it. It's a big mess, because what can you really do with these studios if you're not even in the gaming, world? If you're only just a channel.
They would need to keep the same management, but they're getting rid of everybody.
Yeah, they're getting rid of.
So I think they might just fucking sell these shits, honestly.
Yeah.
Question is to who?
It could
They
be.
Could be
gotta.
Microsoft. It could be for EA. Could be Take Two.
PlayStation.
It could be Ubisoft. Could be PlayStation. Like, I don't think Square's gonna invest in more Western companies.
Nah, Square is done with those Western type of shit. I can tell you that. 'Cause, but when it comes down to developers though, or it's like publishers, I really hope it's not like Microsoft and make it just a Microsoft exclusivity thing, because that would suck.
Yeah, that would fucking suck, honestly.
Yeah, because that has happened before with what game was it? That was exclusive and everyone was complaining. Sunset
Was-
Overdrive.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? That was exclusive just for Xbox, and people were complaining, "Oh, it's not PlayStation thing."
I mean,
And
that's
then
with
when
any
Spider,
exclusive though.
I
yeah,
don't think. I don't think. I don't think any. I think all fighting games should be on all platforms at
yeah,
least.
all fighting games should be on all platforms regardless, but just certain IPs, let's say Batman or Superman, or Justice League or something, might be exclusivity to one console.
You know what's crazy? That Discovery could do this and say, "Listen, we want to keep the Mortal Kombat IP, but we're gonna sell off NetherRealm."
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd
they could do
And
fucking
that.
be
that could
terrible.
fucking happen. That's the
Oh
crazy
my
part.
god, the goats. It is like, all right, yeah, we're gonna
It,
keep what you've made for fucking forever.
Movies
But
and
yeah,
TV shows and shit like that, but yeah.
but your gaming division is a go-go.
yes,
It's a bye-bye.
Yeah, we'll sell you off. But like that shit could happen, and I don't know how NetherRealm's gonna like.
Its fan
react.
base is gonna its fan base is just gonna go off the rocks. I do know the fighting game community is already in doubt about this shit, and they're like, what does this mean for like future games? Does this mean it's the end of
I mean,
NetherRealm?
I could also bring this up though. It could be a situation where they sell off NetherRealm, but they're like, hey, you get to keep the gaming IP to whatever the company, it could be PlayStation, anything, Xbox, and they're able to make the games, but we're keeping the movie license and TV
Yeah,
shows and stuff like that, and that could very much happen in a
that I
contract.
can see that happening. I can see that happening. Just purely because Discovery want to, because I think the Discovery CEO or someone like I did an interview and he name dropped DC characters and that he wants to make them big again or whatnot. Um, but I think when it comes down to Mortal Kombat, I think they'll keep the TV shows and movies and they'll just sell off the games to the publisher and it'll be a big thing for them. Do I think that it should this be a good thing? No, I don't think it's a good thing. I think it's going to be a bad thing for fans of the games because fans will just be like, well, it's going to be like they'll be complaining about the fact that it's going to be a different sort of environment and even the jobs are at stake as well. So you could see
Yeah, it
half
depends
like
on Discovery. Discovery could just be like, fuck it. We're not going to sell the studios, but we're just going to get rid of them. That could also
even
happen.
people like what's it called the people what's it called what are they called Ed Boon and a few others will just be like they could get fired and you know it's a big it's going to be a big out of left field thing but we'll see at E3 because E3 is a big it's going to be online this year and Warner Brothers are attending so we'll see what shit they're got to show us.
What's crazy
And
that Discovery is going to technically own the Fear IP, the video game IP, which WB hasn't done anything with since Fear 3.
with what? Fear? Did you say?
Yeah.
yeah, Fear.
Ooh, that's a big icon.
I'd be Fear 1 and 2 too. I liked 1 more than
Even
2, but damn.
even Back for Blood as well. That Discovery's gonna own that too.
Oh shit, they do. Oh my, that's a new game. Fuck.
Yeah, that's a new game. They're gonna own that.
If they can't, I mean, bro, there's a lot of games in development. I would imagine there's a lot of games in development for
That
WB. Like if they were to like get rid of them, that's just fucking.
would
They
suck.
can so many fucking games.
I can see potentially 2 or 3 games getting cancelled straight off the bat. I can see that happen. Just purely because there's no hype for it. People didn't want it. And they'll look at that and they'll be like, nah, we're not going to do that. If you guys, the fans, wanted something else, we'll give you something else that you guys want. Not something which was said, oh, you have to do this. Because I truly believe that what Rocksteady did was like something which they were forced into doing I don't think that they wanted to do that. I think they wanted to do something else. And the same thing can be said for WB Montreal. Like WB Montreal, their IP could get changed up, and they could say, look, we want you to build a Batman. We don't want you to do Gotham Knights anymore. And that could be a big thing for them. And would that mean that they would have to go back to the Arkham Origins sequel, or would they have to go back to doing something else? Who knows? But
Yeah.
what do you guys think, though, in terms of that?
I mean, I think I said my piece already, but it's all depending on what Discovery does. But like, they either the only good ways of thinking about it is they keep them and they pursue the gaming aspect, or they sell them to a publisher and lend it to that publisher, the license. That's honestly the only good ways of looking at it. The bad thing would be if they just fucking say, "Yep, we're not pursuing
Axe
it,
them.
and we're gonna axe them." That's it. Those are your
Yeah,
only
I think
It's going
options,
to be
really.
hard. It's going to
Yeah.
be hard for the fans, to you know, uh, soak it all in, or digest it, I should say, once this shit happens,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because the fans are going to be like livid if half of some of these games go, and they'll be like,
They should learn from Disney, because Disney, they like cut their gaming division of Lucasfilms, and they try to now, so like they should just like save themselves that trouble and just keep it for the most part.
I think I think what they're going to do is they're going to sell it off, and I just hope that it's not going to be a bad, deal for the fans. And hopefully they'll get something good out of it.
Yep.
What the hell? Oh.
But any last remarks on this topic? And
Mm,
Nah.
No,
It's
just
that shit
keep a lookout
sucks.
on I would just say just keep a lookout. There will be an announcement for the new company name, and we'll know much further details in regards to the the games studios that are going to be a part of it. Keep a lookout later this week, and early next week. So we'll get some news on that.
well, I guess we're gonna be doing our outros. That was the end of the podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share if you're watching this as a VOD. Appreciate everyone showing up. I saw everyone in the chat and stuff like that. Great engagement. Remember to follow me at RedHood240 on Twitter, Twitch. By the ending of this week, I will be streaming more because school's over, and I'll be also taking a break from work. So I'll try to stream more often then. And yeah, I'm gonna try and create some more content here as well. I don't know when that's a different timetable, but I'll tweet about it and stuff so you guys can see that. Make sure to follow everyone where they'll say. But Alicia, where can they follow you at?
Appreciate the pod. Great episode. So we actually touched on a lot of stuff. So it was good that we did. You can follow me at Alish_R1, and have y'all a great week. And yeah, Sony's king, baby. Xbox Game Pass for the win.
Yes, sir.
Bless Red, where can they find you at?
So I kind of scammed people. I didn't fucking actually stream Resident Evil that much.
Same.
But it wasn't my fault. I thought it was a PC problem because ray tracing is currently bugged. But it wasn't a PC problem. It's just a game problem. I beat the game with it on, but now I'm doing a second playthrough with it off, and it's perfectly fine. So, sorry about that, but I don't know if I'm gonna actually stream anything anytime soon. But twitch.tv/blessedred, and you can follow me at Twitter at _blessedred. Have a good night.
And where can they follow you at, Taladia?
Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter at Taladia Plays. I will be uploading my first video in a long time in regards to E3, my predictions. And when it comes down to streaming, I hopefully will be back to streaming sometime next week or the week after. I don't know yet. I will be getting the PC fixed tomorrow, so hopefully, once all that is sorted, I will be doing something big, and I'll be doing viewer games for Injustice and Mortal Kombat 11, and potentially even play Horizon Zero Dawn first playthrough, and I'll do that and then possibly move on to not Resident Evil.
Yes,
Final
Resident Evil 8, let's
No,
go!
no, I
Oh,
didn't say
shit.
No, I'm not playing Resident Evil. Forget that. No.
You just
Oh.
said it, dog.
Oh,
What?
No.
man.
Cap.
You debated.
Yeah, I debate you.
Oh, man.
The
I'm
fucking
playing.
cap.
I might play Final Fantasy VII remake. Start that
Yes,
as well.
sir. Yes, sir.
So I might
The
start on that as
definitive-
well. So those are
The
two games
definitive
that-
version.
Yeah, because I got it free for PlayStation Plus.
That's fire.
Hey, free games. So sweet. Good part as well. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Red Hood's YouTube channel as well, and share this with all your friends. We'd be very much appreciated if you guys could do that.
Yep, make sure to do that. Make sure to follow everyone here. I also put people's stuff in the description box below. So, but this is the Overlevel Podcast.